Hi, Philip from TW White & Sons. We've just taken in this beautiful 2016 on a 16 plate Mazda CX-3 2 litre 120 PS Sport Nav Automatic, finished in Arctic white with black leatherette interior. Car is in great condition. It's covered 30,400 miles. We'll confirm that in a minute. Polished alloy wheels are standard with this type of vehicle. Keyless entry, very, very convenient. Rear privacy glass. Rear parking sensors with on-screen display. Also features a reverse camera. And you've got a decent sized load area there, which shows minimal signs of wear. There's minimal marking to the interior of this boot. Load area covers all in place. Been a well looked after vehicle, this. Will come with 12 months Mazda approved warranty, encapsulating 12 months roadside assistance. At TW White & Sons, we will be as competitive as any of the online companies advertising on national television that wish to buy your car. So part exchange is extremely welcome here. Great spec car, this. It's got its delightful black leatherette interior, which shows minimal signs of wear. The previous owners fitted a centre armrest, which is a Mazda accessory. And here we've got electric windows, electric power folding door mirrors, and with this level of specification being the Sport Nav, you get the BOSE stereo. Sitting inside the car, the first switches that we come to are traction control, lane departure warning system, Mazda's stop-start I-stop technology, and tyre pressure monitoring system. So the key's in the car. There it is. So we just put my foot on the brake because it's automatic, and you'll see 30,433 miles. And just to take you over some of these controls on this great example of a Sport Nav Auto, you have gear selector indicator on the left hand side. Mileometer reads 30,433 miles. Digital readout for the speedometer and rev counter, tachometer. On the right hand side you've got the fuel gauge showing that we've got 43 miles worth of fuel left. A lot of that is dependent on how the vehicle's been driven, the climatic conditions, the outside temperature, etc., which today is shown at 16 degrees Celsius. I'll just turn on these lights, give us a bit of better view of the multifunction steering wheel, because that obviously, as soon as you turn the side lights on, that illuminates all the switches. Integrated Bluetooth with voice control on the left hand side. Right hand side cruise control, and beyond that you've got auto wipers with variable speed on the intermittent, auto lights on the left hand side, and these little paddle shifts here work in unison with the auto gearbox. Now you can in fact just take this down into drive and drive it like any automatic, but if you want a greater immersive driving experience, it's a matter of taste. You can use the paddle shifts when you engage drive, so to move up and down the gears. Some people love using paddle shifts, others such as myself just stick the car and drive and away you go. It's also got sport facility on the auto box, which keeps it in the gear longer, giving you a greater level of acceleration. Personally, I've never had to use it in one of these cars. The power is perfectly adequate and in fact very responsive. Main navigation wheel there, you can see, which operates this, the MZD navigation system. So you've got master volume control, so there's two volume places you can adjust volume. One is on the steering wheel, one is down here. You've got the sat nav navigation wheel. The star button you see on the far left hand side is to set up favourites through radio stations, phone books, sat nav, etc. The funny little arrow button is a back button, and then you've got nav top right hand corner, home screen, and music on the top left. Very straightforward, this car. When it's stationary, you can adjust everything by touchscreen, but as soon as the car goes off on the move, of course that touchscreen becomes disabled for safety features. That means that you can keep your eye on the road as opposed to the center screen. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to show you the navigation, etc., by operating this button here. So you'll see here you've got FM, AM, Stitcher app, Bluetooth, USB connectivity. If I go to the home screen, you've got applications, fuel economy monitor, 41.8 since reset. That is largely dependent upon how this car has been driven. It's very fuel efficient, very economical, and that's enhanced by the fitting of Mazda's stop-start I-stop technology. So when the car is I-stop ready, you pull up to a set of red traffic lights, engage neutral or park, the engine will stop. As soon as you engage gear, when the lights turn green, the engine will start again. It obviously has tremendous fuel efficiency and environmental ramifications, so a good thing to have. It'll save you on fuel as well, so just terrific. Main screen here, back into applications just to check warning guidance. There are none. That normally comes up when you're low on fuel. So the next service is due in 12 months or 12,500 miles, and the oil changes at 100%, so it's ready to go. These are proving very popular, these CX3s at the moment, predominantly because of the way the fit and finish is absolutely outstanding, and the styling and drivability of this car is superb. You've got great road holding, transmission characteristics and braking characteristics. So integrated Bluetooth with voice control there, and satellite navigation here. That's it on its nighttime setting. This is it on its daytime setting. So you could just put in, you find your address, town or postcode, you can set up a home address, find places, favourites, history, where you've been, etc. Other useful thing, it's got places nearby. You can set up a category here. So if we wanted to find fuel station, press that, search. It comes up with all the local fuel stations, highlight which one you want to go to, execute the command, and sat nav will assist you in getting there. Back to the home screen. Settings, you can tailor make this car to suit your individual taste. So add disp refers to this car has a head-up display. Now I don't know if you can, you probably can see it through this camera. The head-up display is very useful. You can adjust it for height. The idea being is obviously you keep your eyes on the road as opposed to the center screen, keeps you to the correct speed limits, etc. You can adjust that for height. You can adjust the brightness control between auto and manual. Brightness itself has a navigation signal pull through. So there's again, once you set up your navigation, you can see it on the head-up display and an active driving display. So really very good. The display we're looking at, you can adjust that between auto, day and night modes, the brightness, the contrast. And as I said to you earlier, it's got lane departure warning system and smart city brake support, which I didn't mention, but smart city brake support, very useful for town driving. Lane departure warning system. If somebody, if you're driving along and you start wandering across a lane on a motorway, a road or any road with markers, this car will warn you of it. You can set up the warning parameters, the sound, the effectiveness of that warning, etc. So some really good safety features there. Sound, it's got BOSE, as I said, so it features bass, treble, fader, balance, automatic level control, which you can adjust. It adjusts the sound to compensate for any road or engine noise. Clock 12 or 24 hours. You can adjust facets on the vehicle, such as your rain sensing wipers, door locks, walk away locking. That's when you walk away with the keys in your pocket, the car will lock. Your auto relock time, and believe it or not, the volume of the keyless lock beep volume. Indicators, you can again adjust the indicator volume, whether you choose to have a 3-flash indicator or not. Lighting here, it's got adaptive front lighting system, very useful. Those are where you turn a corner, for example, you're driving around bends, the lighting almost sort of follows the car. lights on warning, volume, coming home light, leaving home light, and the effectiveness of your auto headlights on. So really good specification with this car. Devices, Bluetooth for network management system. Here you can adjust your temperature between Celsius or Fahrenheit, your distance between miles and kilometers. Back to the home screen. Other facets of this vehicle which I haven't yet shown you: it's got automatic climate control, so just dial in the temperature you want, hit auto and turn this to auto, and hit the air conditioning. It will adjust the fan speeds according to the internal temperature of the vehicle and the direction of the air. Very simple, but very easy. There are people who prefer just to operate it manually, so take it off the auto setting, adjust your direction of the air where you want it to go, set your temperature. You can adjust it like any other air conditioning system. Down here you've got twin USB socketry and a 12-volt power socket and a slot for CDs. Heated seats, 3-stage passenger and driver. And as I said to you before, the previous owner has put in this very nice centre armrest, which is particularly useful when you're driving along, etc. Adds to the comfort. So really well spec car. 2016, 2-owner, 30,433 miles. Mazda CX-3 2-litre Sport Nav Automatic. The automatics are very rare in these cars. There's some delightful little finishing touches to this vehicle which complement and contrast with the white, Arctic white, stunning Arctic white paintwork, and that is these red bezels to the eyeball vents. Really, really useful. So there it is, 2016 on a 16 plate, CX3 2-litre Sport Nav automatic, really good spec, head-up display, satellite navigation, DAB radio. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show you actually, which will just camera, and you got the beeps as well for the reverse parking sensors. So really good specification. As I said to you, we'll take any vehicle in part exchange. We'll be as competitive as any of the online companies advertising on television. This car will come, as it already has been, fully serviced. It will need to be valeted. We just thought we'd get it online as soon as possible, because obviously sales are going very well for new and used cars. This is an extremely desirable vehicle in great condition. If you want to find out more about this wonderful little CX3 Sport Nav automatic SUV, please go onto our website, which is www.twhiteandsons.co.uk. Thanks for watching.